There's that tightener. This is what happened. This is mounts like this on the engine. This cover fell off. I know something's not right. See, that hole is reamed out. So that must have tracked off to one side, and the belt got too far to the edge and it cut that belt. Right in, I think, a quarter of the belt cut off. So here's the belt where it's cut there, lengthwise. Amazing it didn't tear it all the way. So, go put on the new part. I'm getting there, yes. New part. I'm gonna get that belt on now. It's the fun part. Oh yeah, that tightener feels way better. Oh my gosh. Unreal. The other tightener, I actually had to wedge it the other way just to get it, to get the belt loose, because the tightener's bolt was wore. This thing pulls back real nice now. Looks right. So you hate to have a belt off one of the ribs, then it could cut it then. Tear it. Love this ratchet. Reuse these two. These two seem pretty good. There we go. Yeah, I got some bad news too. The little calf we had the other 2 days ago, we were warming him up for a little while there before we hauled him anywhere. We were gonna take him up to the vet and loaded him in the pickup and started leaving. Well, so he kind of started moaning then, that calf. We got him out of the pickup then, and oh, that's one of the worst. That's a new feeling for me, I guess. Never seen that before. Well, I guess if you count a coyote killing a calf right in front of your eyes, I guess that's one thing. But I guess just having a calf die right in front of you, that's a new one for me. That's a new one. Never seen that before. That makes you hurt to your stomach. New experience, I guess, watching calf die like that. Just too little. That's the way it goes, I guess. So that's actually the first calf we lost now since this spring, before calving, when we lost those two sets of twins early on. See, that makes the first calf we lost all year now, during calving. So that's a frickin' bummer. Especially this late in the year too, to lose a calf. Like I stated before, we're kind of at that point now where we got to start having some cattle trouble now for the calves. I haven't had too much trouble yet this year, but it's coming. It's coming though. Towards the end, gonna have problems. So Gotta finish up here. I gotta change this back one yet, and then gotta check the other plow over and whatnot, and go eat something. Hopefully everything will be ready to go then. So I'll catch you guys in a while. Ouch! Fingernail. Ow. Well, I'm rolling again. Tractor's running good for now, I suppose. Hope nothing else happens. Don't want any more breakdowns this year. All because of a belt tensioner. That's about it for now. At least it wasn't too serious. Mixing in sweet yellow clover with the flaxseed, so that's what I was doing back there. The reason why I had a plastic glove over everything was to keep my arm cleaner, my coat cleaner and everything, guys. Well, when you come in the tractor then, and well, you carry that dirt with you, so plastic gloves help a little bit then. Little things sometimes to help keep stuff a little bit cleaner while I can. I hope I mixed enough though. This is all I got left here for the summer. This field's gonna be summer fallow next year. That's why we're mixing in that yellow clover in it. Kind of a every third year we seed down yellow clover for, and the fourth year then it's summer fallow then. How this program is set up here, so the yellow clover helps a lot with weed control, organic matter, nitrogen. You know, it's a pretty hardy plant, put it that way. Green manure. Or put that down with it. I have to mix a lot more yellow clover because flaxseed you don't seed very heavy. So I don't know, what are we seeding at right now? Like, I'm not sure where we're at. Is it like a bushel an acre or a little less than that? Really, it's it's not much, so make quite a few rounds before you have to fill. But that just means you gotta mix in more clover then to help balance it out then, poundage wise. Gonna add a bunch of clover in. Yeah, it's back there on the, it'll be to your guys' left. I got that stupid little derpy flag over there because while I broke off the other flag, I was going along a tree row and there were some little shrubs growing around there, and well, caught one of those little shrubs just right that was growing beside the field and broke it off. I kind of know where it's laying, where I saw it last time I drilled, so I kind of know where to look for it. But now I got that little, it's just those little flags that for like underground cables, buried cable line, whatever. I just got one of those little derpy flags wrapped around a cotter pin on the mechanism there, so I know that's turning.
It's kind of hard to tell though if it's being a consistent turn and whatnot, because you can't tell. It's not like the other flag. It's a nice smooth turning motion on there, so you know the drill is turning consistently. It's not skipping or something like that. But every now and then, just I'm going out to check the seat, see how it's seating and whatnot, and both sides look even. It's all said and done, so it's seating fine. So for now. Yeah, this field isn't getting the smoothest as what I'd like it to be. It's kind of, this field, to begin with, it's kind of ridgy right now. But so it's hard to get a good flat surface really, behind it. But it's not too bad though. It's doing pretty good though. Of course, made adjustments after my first few rounds again. This field seems like the plow is wanting to go deeper down in it. So I have to adjust a little bit. Every field's different. Even jumping to the next field, it could be way different again. This outfit, it works good as long as you don't have many slopes or hills and whatnot. You can have slight rolling hills, they're fine then, and slight slopes, but if you get a little sideways like this, or the hills and whatnot, it's not as good because the drill can kind of tend to pull one way and then the other way, and it might leave some skips, but more overlapping. Same with the plow too, it kind of lists one way or the other, but you can kind of see it. It's pretty straight field behind me what I've been doing. So we pretty much used to be almost exclusively organic. But now we're down, we don't have that many more acres of organic land anymore. Kind of a love-hate relationship with organic stuff. And since we have, mixed crops, like, we got organic land, then we also got conventional no-till stuff, then, it's a lot more paperwork maintain that organic certification for these fields, and then there's certain processes we have to do in regards to cleaning and storage and whatnot. There's a lot of extra overhead work to make everything work. But the dad's had this land in organics for like 30 years now in this area here. The farm is right over there. This area here, this section, or this quarter here, part of that quarter over there, this half, this quarter behind us, and then the west part of that quarter there is all what's left of the organic. It used to be more. It used to be that whole 2 quarters over there. It used to be all that, and used to be more north of the yard and then east of the yard than it used to be more, but just because of the weed pressure and that high water, it kind of forced us to have a change of plans and whatnot, take some stuff out of the organic program just because it just wasn't working anymore. The fields that are still aren't organic yet, they're, they have minimal weeds on them, and pretty much that's it. Minimal weeds, minimal weed pressure on them, and not as rocky too. Like this whole piece here there's very few rocks, very few. It's not until you get more towards the lake over there by that rock belt and north of our yard more, you start finding rocks, and even kind of south then too, you start running into more rocks then too. But this land's pretty clean here. Not too much upkeep on this land really. But yeah, you guys probably noticed the mirrors on the tractor now. There they are. Like I say, I wish they were a little bit bigger, but darn though, they work pretty good. They work pretty good. I like them. They don't really vibrate or anything. That's actually, I must have built them just right. Kind of see I got a little piece of sheet metal here, an old L post, and then 2 broken rake teeth for some extra strength there then, all welded together. see on that L post too, there's notches already. So I got adjustment on there. If I want to put them in or out, I got them set in all the way just because, well, plowing along some of the tree rows here, I want the mirror set in all the way, but probably for baling and whatnot, I'll probably set them suckers out then, so you can see around the baler then. I noticed the oil pan gasket on him is starting to seep more than what I remember. I mean, it's kind of been seeping for the past few years already. You know, I mean, you know, maybe we have to add in, like, you know, and its oil changes intervals are, you know, 300-hour interval changes roughly, you know, in that amount of time, maybe we have to add in 1 to 2 quarts of oil for them. But, you know, it's not much, but it seems like it's seeping more than what I remember, though. I added a quart of oil in him this morning, so eventually that's gonna have to get addressed at some point. That's gonna be a bill. But a lot of things you can handle, but it's, you know, when there's something major, it's just like, I mean, I guess I could learn to do more things, I suppose, but don't have the flipping time for it either. Like when the TG was gone, you're just so busy. I mean, the cattle, if it wasn't for the cattle, you know, we'd have more time to learn to do stuff then, but those cows, though, they take up a lot of time for us. That takes up a tremendous amount of time. We don't have time to undertake major projects like that. It's just, we don't have the tools either for it, so one of those things is take it to some good mechanics. And I mean, yes, you gotta pay them the labor, that's one thing, but you know, they can spot things. You got a good mechanics, they can spot things.
I've got sandwiches and granola bars for each of you guys.
Yes. I'm hungry. It's already 2 o'clock. I mean, we don't plow as deep. I mean, you know, at most a foot, at most. We don't like to go, but we don't like to go too shallow either. We just want to make sure it, you know, gets the top layer churned up for the weeds, and we don't like to dig so deep. You dig out rocks, and then you lose moisture then, deeper than down below then, and don't want to do that. So not like deep clays and whatnot, just don't want to really dig that deep. Yeah, there's hardly, you guys probably noticed there's hardly any dust behind me. Only a little bit of dust. That's absolutely incredible. It's been a long time since I haven't seen much dust back here. Second day of plowing and hardly any dust. That's how cold and wet it's been. I mean, I still have to wear a jacket outside here. That wind is cold. It's a south wind today, but it's still flipping cold out yet, though. You still need a jacket. If there was no wind, it'd be pretty nice up, but since there's a wind breeze today, it's kind of chilly, so